All right, I wanted to talk a little bit about the character of Tessie Hutchinson in the short story The Lottery, and how we can look at John Mill's principle of utility to go along with her. So, obviously, to us, Tessie's murder is like absolutely barbaric. It's crazy they just jump her with a bunch of rocks, like a bunch of insane people, because her paper had a little black dot on it. But when you look at what John Mill is saying in terms of his utility principle, that single action is bringing so much happiness to this group of people that does that happiness of the group performing this action like outweigh how inherently bad it is to commit that murder, right? um, so essentially every single year they run this lottery and they pick out one person and they just kill him. They sacrifice him to who knows what. It's not really well defined in the story, but that causes their society to essentially function in that town. Um, so when we're looking at a utilitarian perspective, how like is that okay? Is that okay to sacrifice this one person for the good of the entire community? And when they do it, it's not like a malicious act. It's they're very businesslike about it. They're kind of just like, all right, let's get this over with. Let's just get it done. I got the stones. Here you go. It's a very businesslike approach to this action because it's just a part of life. And so when it's not a malicious deed, when it's not like done, I guess what I'm trying to say is like when in modern times when somebody commits a murder, right? It's usually done with malicious intent, and they're trying to hurt and control or have power over this person, right? In the context of this story, it's just a part of society. So does that make it okay since it brings all this stability and happiness to the group? And I guess you can kind of apply that to the lottery itself as well. Like, is it bad? Technically, yeah, but it stabilizes this entire society. It makes them happy. But would they be happier if they lived in a society that doesn't do the lottery like one of these other villages? So I think that it's a really interesting story to apply this utilitarian perspective to.